Ascend with me to the heart of England during the Victorian Era, a time of immense change and intricate social norms. The year was 1860, and the rules of engagement in society were as rigid as the iron and steel that dominated the Industrial Revolution. In the drawing rooms of aristocracy, the dance of decorum was an art form. Ladies and gentlemen moved with practiced grace, their every action scrutinized by the watchful eyes of society. The slightest misstep could lead to social ruin, a fate feared more than death itself. One such misstep was the improper display of emotion. The Victorians believed that showing too much passion was uncivilized, a relic of a barbarous age. Tears were to be shed in private, and laughter was to be restrained, lest one be labeled as vulgar. In contrast, the working class, confined to the grimy factories and cramped homes of the city, held no such restrictions. Their laughter rang out freely, their emotions raw and unfiltered. Yet, even they were not entirely immune to the influence of the upper class, their behavior slowly molded by the ideal of decorum. The Victorian era was a time of strict adherence to propriety, a time when the dance of decorum was the norm. Yet, beneath the veneer of propriety, the heart of humanity beat strong, yearning for freedom and connection. In the grand ballrooms and the cramped tenements, the dance of decorum raged on. It was a dance that defined an era, a dance that bound the society in its time. But it was also a dance that would one day come to an end, giving way to a new era of freedom and expression. In the end, the dance of decorum served as a reminder of the human capacity for conformity and the enduring spirit of rebellion. It was a dance that echoed through the annals of history, a testament to the Victorian era's unique blend of rigidity and grace.